Good morning, everybody. Again, we were up way too late last night, like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. John, who cannot sleep, I guess, at all, if it gets light out, woke up and made bacon. He banged on the door 8 o'clock. I got up, ate bacon. It's 8:18. I will see you at 9:18. Oh, good morning, everybody. Oh, yeah, we're not going to stay up late, like 3:30. You get people, especially YouTubers, talking, and we just sit there and chit-chat for hours. Well, he woke me up at 8 o'clock this morning. He had made breakfast, so I ate bacon. And I'm like, okay, wake me up in an hour. It's 3 hours later. I don't know where he is. He's probably out exploring, seeing what's going on in the world. But unfortunately, when I got here last night, you could smell gasoline. So I don't think I got that clip on yesterday. So maybe I'll try to set up the camera to see so you guys see the trials and tribulations of trying to do it. But yeah, I got to do it. Try to at least get it on so I can go somewhere and see if they can figure out why it's coming off, because it really stinks. First off, if it comes apart, we're down, and that's bad. And obviously I don't want to catch fire, explode. This is my home, it's me, everything. So all right. I'm going to get some cardboard from John. He's got a bunch in the back of his truck. Throw that down so I can get underneath there, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so, yep, the cardboard's wrong position. I need to move it around. Okay, now we're going to get our bum under there and try to see. We find out we're going to need more cardboard. Probably could have shoved some in, but we're going to have to go get some more cardboard here in a minute. I realize this shortly. Yep, let's go get more cardboard. Okay, maybe now I won't get so dirty and get under here. And we're under here, actually. It takes me about an hour to try to get these clips back on. The bad thing is, they're so tight together, and with my hands in there, when I finally get one clip back on, the other one pops off. And some words were said that should not have been said, so that's why I had to change the audio. But after a time, I finally got both clips back on. But I will need to go tomorrow and get really long needle nose pliers and try to really tighten those clips down. But like I said, I'm under here for almost an hour trying to get these clips on, and it's not very fun. My hand's all cut up from yesterday trying to do the same thing at the Safeway on the hot asphalt. But eventually I get the clips on, and like I said, hopefully they'll hold till I go to town and get some really nice long needle nose pliers and see if we can't get all this taken care of. It's really frustrating. You don't want it to explode, catch fire, and it's not good for gas mileage, definitely. So I'll just let you watch me play under the van for a little while, and then I'll come out and get all cleaned up.
난 구름 위를 날고 있어. 아래엔 간혹 도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 하늘을 보고 또 다른 나는 아래를 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행 비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 하늘을 보고 또 다른 나는 아래를 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행 비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네.
All right, guys, I'm going to try just to give you an idea of what I'm looking at under there. This is the room you got, and that ain't much. So after about an hour, I got the clips both back on. One problem is you put one on and you bump the other one off. And now it's too late to even try to find a shop on the weekend. So we're just going to try to baby them and hopefully wait till Monday and see if we can't get into a place to put new clips on. I just need new clips. There's too worn out. I don't know if you had the right tool, you could probably get in there and crimp them. I would need like a 18-inch pair of needle nose pliers. And you never know, maybe tomorrow that's what I'll do. I'll go to the hardware store and buy some really long pliers and see if I can't get up there. If you crimp them down, that might be all it needs. So I don't know, but John's been over there jumping around on rocks and playing Star Trek or something. I don't know what he's doing, but figuring out what he's doing. So all right, well, we'll see what happens for us this rest of this afternoon. Nice little wind up. Might get a little rain. Because I can see the mountain out there a little bit. I don't know if you guys can. I'll take a picture, but all that wind, maybe we can get the smoke out of here a little bit. Okay, we'll see what happens for the rest of the evening, guys. Another day, doing what you got to do. All right, so this is a public service announcement from Jellybean. The sink. I needed to wash my hands. I had like 3 water bottles. I had, wipes. I had bug spray, headlamp, my hat was in there. And that drives me nuts that if I want to use the sink, I got to clean it out. So, word to the wise, but I tell you, if you are going to try van life or try to do it full time or weekend camp, whatever, this becomes a catch-all and it drives me nuts. I am going to try to do a better job not to do that. Now, my dish soap, yes, it can live there. The squeegee and the Brillo pad and maybe a set of wipes. That's it. So I get to camp, put my dish soap up. The squeegee obviously can be in there because I'm not using the sink. I don't need the squeegee. But as soon as I use the sink, we clean out the sink with the squeegee and we're good to go. So that is just my maybe helpful tip, hopefully. But trust me, it is going to happen to you. You are going to get your van all ready. You're going to go on the road. And what's going to happen? You are going to be sitting there getting ready to use your sink. And you're going to find out that you got all kinds of crud sitting in your sink that you have to remove. So I am going to try to do a better job at keeping my sink from doing that. Now, I just moped. By the way, I also had a towel in there. I'm going to try to do a better job of keeping my sink without so much crud in there. Now, as I said, what do I do after I use the sink, right? Well, first off, yeah, it splatters a little bit. But we are not really perfectly level, so, well, we're not unlevel. That's the problem. But I just take the little squeegee around, do the sides, just to get the moisture out of it. Right? And then it's just a few seconds of this, and my sink will be good and dry. But I've seen other people, and they're like complaining how nasty their sink is, and oh, we don't know what to do because we can't, if it's not level or if it's not right for the drain, it just goes to the bottom. Well, it's easy, folks. You just go ahead and get one of these little $3 squeegees, and it doesn't take a horrible amount of time. But you just move the water around, and I know you're going to be looking at this going, oh, that's crazy. I don't want to do that. Well, like I've said before, when I lived in a sticks and bricks, I had one of these little squeegees, and I'd do the whole shower, the walls and everything. I'd hit with a spray so that it wouldn't mildew, and then I would squeegee the walls so that the mirror or the windows or walls or glass wouldn't be all covered in water spots. And look at that. I mean, literally, how long did that take me? A minute? And the sink is perfectly clean, and there's no water left. I mean, there's a couple drips that, how close do you want to get to perfectly dry? You know what I mean? But rather than leave that water just sitting in there, and the dirt and the grime and everything else, a few seconds of moving a squeegee around, and that's as dry as it's going to get. So okay, we're gonna go back out and hang out with John for a little while longer, and again, we'll see what we get into. All right, everybody. So we're going back for burgers round 2 with Chef John there cooking. He's being a little more on the right side today. He was only making himself one burger. Yeah, he didn't do both yesterday. So I had a hard time. I really didn't finish the whole thing. It was but a little bit left. Right? But we had lots of cheese. Like you said, that was a good thing. And like I said, he made bacon this morning. I was happy with that. Tomorrow, he's going to do breakfast again. I ain't going to complain with that, right, guys? All right, so we're getting ready to cook burgers. Well, as you see, they're on a grill. We're gonna eat. We're gonna shoot the stuff. I know. But like I said, tomorrow I think I'm gonna go to one of those big box stores and get a really long pair of needle nose pliers. Try to get up there and crimp that around the fuel line as best I can. I think maybe that's the problem. I'm not getting it. I can put it back on, but it loosened up. I got to crimp it. So we'll see. If not, we'll go to a store, service station, whatever on Monday. But, nothing's open. So, all right, well, see what happens.
I would call this one another success.
Definitely.
Getting the stuff off the grill after. Okay. So I get your test or your stamp approval for camp. Oh wait, how do I say it? Your stamp of approval for camp cooking.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're in half of it.
And see, folks, actually, I do eat once in a while.
There's no way that he could have eaten this, or I could have eaten this in front of you without you having one. They can't really appreciate how delicious this is. This is really amazing.
Folks, I think I'm going to wrap up today. Today obviously wasn't very exciting, but a lot of times, again, that's van life, But again, had a great time camping out with my friend John. Hopefully, tomorrow I can go to the hardware store and get a really long set of needle nose pliers and try to really crimp those clamps on the gas lines. Hopefully, they'll take care of it. If not, we'll definitely have to go to a service station and pay for somebody to fix it for me. But again, it was still a nice day. We hung out. John made breakfast and dinner. Getting ready to want to rain, so that's why we're going to call it. So, all right. Thank you again for watching, subscribing, commenting, sharing, and all those good things. And you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon. And we'll see you next time on Jellybean Outdoors.